Hey, welcome to We're All Dead Q theme music.
Cue it.
We're all dead with Chris and Matt, two idiots, friends in a great big chat. Meet the boys and hear their words. Their brains are full of stinky old turds. But what would you rather do instead? We're all dead. We're all dead. We're all dead.
Hi, guys.
Hey, guys.
Welcome. Hey, Chris.
Yeah.
There is a guy in space this week, and he's on board the ISS,
Oh.
and he lost his ability to speak for 20 minutes, and they don't know why, and he was about to go on a spacewalk, and then he couldn't talk, and was like, and
No
NASA's like,
way.
we don't know what that was, so
Yeah, maybe he just got spacewalk fright.
Mike Fink, he experienced a sudden, unexplained medical emergency on January 7th. He lost his ability to speak for 20 minutes. He was preparing for a spacewalk. Dude, this is insane. So he was
I have a lot of
500.
questions.
Yeah, so this was his 549th day in weightlessness. And they're like, well, I mean, maybe that things could happen to your brain. Like, who
Okay,
knows?
so he wasn't able to talk. Was it because he, like, physiologically couldn't? Was he, just like
This is brain.
something blocking his vocal cords, or like not?
Maybe,
It was purely physiological,
feels like he had a
medical mini
I
stroke.
mean, dude, no, I feel like. Well, I mean, you're about to go out into the infinite void of space, and it's like, why is this guy freaking out? It should be like, shouldn't they all be freaking out all the time?
Yeah, 100%.
We are going so fast around the planet, dude. What if I would just be like sitting in there going, what if a bolt from another satellite that broke, the bolt comes through my head right now to
Yeah, just-
100,000 miles an hour.
just
like
blows
all of
through
it.
my sternum and evaporates. Yeah, you wouldn't even. It would happen so fast. There would be so little sound. It would just be like boonk, and you'd be like,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it would be like, it would sound like someone tapping the outside of the ship with, like, thunk. And they'd be like, what was that? And you just, like, you just disintegrate.
yeah. You have a bolt-shaped hole in your chest, and you're like, oh shit.
You have an ET
That's your, those are your last thoughts. ET shaped.
an ET-shaped hole.
ET like flies through you and leaves like a cartoon outline of himself. That is, oh,
What was that? Ooh, you have a full ET hole in you.
oh, that would be, I don't know. I wonder. So I've had this happen. Have you ever had this happen where like your wife is mad for some reason,
Constantly.
and you're like, "What?" And she's like, "I've been talking to you for the last 20 minutes and saying things." What if that astronaut just experienced that? And you're just like, "Oh yeah, I was just like in my internal monologue so hard that I
just
did
zoned
not
out.
notice." Yeah, I did. Maybe he just zoned out is my question. Was he just like, fucking, all right, I got the science experiments that I have to do, and then I've got I gotta put the boots on first. That's probably the best thing to do.
He's just
throw those
bored.
on. Yeah. I mean,
I'm sorry,
maybe
guys, I
he just shut
zoned
down
out.
because there's all these needy scientists
Yeah.
trying to tell him like, hey, all right, when you get out there, blah, blah, blah. And he's just like,
Do you know? I mean, you know who's with him? It's like
he just needed a break.
a
20
Russian
minutes.
lady. Is a Russian lady probably. He's just like, you must do this and this and that. And he's just like, He just rips the door open and flies out.
Just like, whatever.
Burns up in the. They watch him burn up in the atmosphere.
Oh my God.
That was
Cut to a kid on the ground, just like, oh, a shooting star.
Yes,
It's like
I was gonna. Ray
flaming
Bradbury.
astronaut.
That was a Ray Bradbury story. Ended like that. Exactly that.
Yeah, I'm as smart as Ray Bradbury. You heard it here first.
Yeah,
I'm as good a writer.
That's a wild story. The whole crew gets flung out away from each other while the ship is spinning. So half of them are going into deep space, which is really
That's a bad
awful.
idea. Yeah.
And then the other half is going to re-enter Earth's atmosphere, and it ends with a kid and his mom. And the kid sees a shooting star, and the mom's like, make a wish.
Oh, that is
awesome.
really good.
Yeah, it's so good. But the whole story is their comms are still on, so they're all talking to each other through their
because
headsets.
you got unlimited distance out there in space. There, you can,
There's nothing blocking it. Just like,
no interference. That's insane,
dude. The dying of dehydration.
As you fly out into deeper and deeper space.
Actually, I guess oxygen. You would just suffocate. Which
Once your tank is done,
the worst thing you could do is take your helmet off, because that would hurt a lot.
Yeah. Turn you into a boiled prune real quick.
Remember in the movie Event Horizon, the guy shoots himself through the airlock?
No.
I
haven't seen it.
Oh, dude, the movie rules. Event Horizon
it's-
is scary as shit.
It seems like it's in my wheelhouse. I don't know why I haven't gotten off my ass to see that movie in
If you want to
30
see
years.
Sam Neill, the star of Jurassic Park, be very scary. He
I
is
love that.
frightening. And Lawrence Fishburne. But yeah, Event Horizon. They go to a ship. We have a spaceship that's in like Neptune's orbit or something. They're like, it's been missing for 7 years, and a ship goes to like see what happened to the crew, and it was our first interstellar voyage that went wrong, and they didn't jump to another part of our universe, they jumped to another universe. And then 7 years later it came back. So they're like, where was it? And it's like some horrible demonic place it came back from.
The demon dimension.
It really is, which is great. But it's just like, it's like a scientific, like, oh yeah, that's just hell. Is this like very close parallel dimension that the ship jumped into? It's a very spooky movie. But yeah, this dude gets possessed,
That's
like kind of
so
possessed, or
weird.
he goes crazy in it, and he walks into an airlock on the ship and shoots himself into space. And another astronaut grabs him and pushes him back in, and they reclose it and repressurize. But all of his like veins are like pushing out of his skin. It's
He's
like,
hemorrhaging because of the pressure differential.
Yes.
Ugh.
That's right. He comes to, like, back to himself while it's counting down, and he's like, open this door, and they're like, we can't. It has to open. Like, the ship is like set up that way. So he's like, oh fuck. And so, but they tell him, they're like, blow all the air out of your lungs and put your hands over your eyes. and he survives. Like, it's crazy. It would hurt so bad. Oh,
That would be the worst. So
you also freeze too at the same time, or you freeze or burn depending on where you are.
yeah, depending on how much direct sunlight you're getting, the radiation on your skin.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
Space sucks.
It's yeah. That's why it's nice to have an atmosphere that you evolved in.
It's so awesome to have palm trees.
You know what I really like? The beach. I
Dude.
love it.
You know what the
Dude.
worst part about being in space is? No pina coladas.
Coconuts are rare out there.
The smartest scientist in the world is this beach bum guy.
Oh, are you talking about the movie Interstellar with Matthew McConaughey as the fucking...
Or are you talking about the movie Beach Bum with Matthew McConaughey?
His character from Beach Bum is the same character from Interstellar.
That's him 4 years before the Interstellar story. He's writing poetry. He's getting shit-faced.
Just getting so high. It's
All right,
unbelievable.
man. I'll go up there and take care of that space mission.
Okay.
Okay.
Y'all want me to do what now?
I'm
No.
just
So
a simple farmer, man.
interesting story that I read earlier this week was similar to that experience in that fictional movie. This guy, he was a test pilot, and he was trying to go over a cumulonimbus cloud.
Uh-huh.
And they take up the entire atmosphere almost, like
The big, giant, floofy clouds that, like, storms come out of.
exactly.
Basically.
They basically...
It goes all the way up to the top of where it can't
Snow-
go higher.
Yeah, basically where water doesn't really, like, density-wise can no longer get. It's like anywhere that water can be in the atmosphere, that's how high these go. Like, it's the troposphere, we're in the troposphere. It's the
Stratosphere?
It's like the top of the stratosphere, maybe.
Yeah.
But, so anyway, he goes up to like 40...
Tropo, baby. Sorry, that's John Gaber's line. I just remember he goes, what? He's like, what atmosphere I'm in? He's like, I like Tropo, baby. I don't know why it spun in my head.
Fratifying the fucking atmosphere.
Tropo, baby. Whatever.
Tropo, baby, that's the way to go.
Oh,
The pressure of one atmosphere, exactly. So this dude's at 40,000 feet. He's trying to go over a cumulonimbus cloud. It causes his engines to fail at 40,000 feet.
Right.
And
Which I would, it's for the same reason the cloud is failing at 40,000 feet.
Exactly.
There's not enough air.
There's not enough
push off
oxygen
of.
there for your
And your engines,
the
don't
engines
have
to
oxygen.
combust. So yeah, you're gonna experience engine failure.
dude.
Here's
So he stalled
where
out.
I was shocked at what he did because engine failure. You're still in an airplane. You nosedive.
He started beating it immediately. Oh shit!
It's like, oh God, one last time. No, so he doesn't start beating it just against all odds.
Amazing.
He keeps it together.
What a hero!
I was like, shouldn't you nosedive the plane or something so that you get down low enough to try to restart your engines
Get
or
some
something?
speed.
Yeah. Like try to like get enough speed so you can still maintain steering control of your aircraft. I don't know. But he didn't do any of that. He decides, let's eject at 40,000 feet.
Oh. Okay.
And so they do.
And they
And
see a plane.
yeah.
Check you later, plane.
Bye-bye. And dude, he
Oh, my wallet
ejects
was in
at
there.
40,000 feet, and the rapid depressurization,
Oh, yeah, because he's so
same
high.
thing. He's so high, it's almost like
The inside of the plane still has the ground's pressure.
it still has one full atmosphere, and then all of a sudden he's in like 0.1 atmospheres, and he's like immediately starts hemorrhaging.
Yeah, he gets
Bleeding
the
from his
bends.
eyes and nose, getting decompression sickness.
He went skydiving and got the bends as soon as he got out of the plane.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that would suck.
So not only that,
all of these things are caused by the same thing, which is so funny. Like,
Yeah.
there's no pressure here. The
Yeah.
engine shut off.
Yeah.
Like,
the ideal
my-
gas law
my
made your
skin.
blood boil because of the pressure change, you fucking
Yeah.
maniac.
They're supposed to just chill in your plane until it can turn back on.
Yeah.
That's the idea, I think.
Yeah, that's where my mind went. But there must have been he knows way more than me about the thing he was flying. So maybe there was a specific reason that he did that.
I don't know. He sounds like he's trying to jump a cloud, like for funsies.
He was just evil Knievel. It's just like, yeah, man, I'm just gonna do some crazy shit. Right
Kinda.
now.
I mean, you could. It's almost Evil Knievel. You could ramp over a cloud, and your plane stalls out above it, and you fall.
And you got to bail. So he depressurizes, has insane injuries from that. It's also the way upper atmosphere, so it's like negative 40 degrees.
Right.
He loses a glove that he had on when he ejected, so his hand gets frostbite.
At that height, too, your terminal velocity isn't 120. It's like 400 because there's no pressure holding you up.
You can go faster
you
through
fall
the atmosphere.
so fast. It's got to be insanely cold. Instant frostbite.
Think of whatever the ambient temperature is, and then think of the wind chill from falling at 100 to 200 miles an hour or whatever.
Yeah.
So he's falling through this part of the atmosphere that is not good for humans, and his parachute,
most of it,
deploys early by accident. It's supposed to. He was like, I want to get down to 10,000 feet. I'm free falling through this cloud. So he's free falling through the cloud where there is lightning, where there is hail and ice and snow. Like everything's getting circulated.
Water.
It's tumultuous inside one of those things. And he's falling through it. And then at like 25,000 or 30,000 feet, something like that. So still very high.
Yeah.
His parachute deploys, and he's just getting circulated inside the cloud for 40 minutes.
Oh my God!
And then finally,
so you're spinning like just spinning in circles. Most
the
likely.
fact that he
can't see anything.
The fact that his parachute stayed intact during that journey is insane. But so he was a little beat up, but he made it down to the ground and survived.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Pretty insane.
I thought you were gonna say he got struck by lightning 10 times. An eagle tore his eyes out. Like he just keeps getting pummeled in the air. His plane hits him. His own plane like turns around and hits him.
His plane lands on his head. A pigeon comes by and just goes right in his face.
Has any cartoon ever made that joke of someone bailing out of the plane and then the plane
lands
just
on them?
randomly landing on a tarmac like perfectly? It seems like a Simpsons joke or something.
Yeah, for sure. That not that I've ever seen, but you never know. A boy can dream. But yeah, so that guy, he got beat up.
Awesome.
He survived.
So we were talking about this, me and some people on set, because this is what you do on set. Instead of working, you talk about this sort of stuff. We were talking about how in World War II, so many guys got thrown out of airplanes or shot down in airplanes that there were people who lived without parachutes that just fell out of the sky and survived. Because it happened to like thousands and thousands of people. Eventually, someone gets lucky.
The conditions are perfect for someone to land and not die.
So during winter, there's two. I remember. So one of them was like a guy. He fell into some German forest with no parachute at all, and he said he just saw just trees and was like through all the tree branches, just like exploded all the tree branches down a tree, and then the bottom of the tree was like a snowbank, and he slid he just plummeted into the snowbank and just and was like, holy shit! He just fell thousands of feet and lived.
I just got whipped by a bunch of tree branches and landed in the biggest snow pile ever. Was he 20 feet deep in the snow?
I don't know, or if the bottom of the tree was an angle, so he veered into it.
Yeah,
a little bit of an angle.
He fell direct, landed on a snowboard and started shredding down a mountain. Whoa!
like doing huge air, and it's like the German Olympics is going on.
The
all
World War
cheering
II
for him.
X Games. He's just the fucking gold medalist.
He wins, yeah. He's Jewish, and he wins, and they're like, oh, like the war is
Like,
over.
oh, we must be wrong. Oh, we were wrong.
There was okay, that's great. And there was this other story I read. I think it was in the Pacific or over Japan, but there was a guy who's like moving around. There were two pilots in this cockpit, and I don't know what type of plane it was, but these planes are like, they flew with their windows down and shit. Like, it was nuts. So their windows are down, and the guy, the co-pilot or one of the pilots, takes his like harness off to like get up and do something really quick, and the dude like pulls an evasive maneuver and just nosedives, and the dude flies out the window. And he's like, oh, and he pulls back up, and the guy flies back in the window.
Oh my God.
He caught him. He was like, saw his guy go out the window and fucking pulled up and got him again.
Oh my God.
That would be. By the way, in both scenarios, I think about the guy who falls from the sky, lands in a snowbank, and is like, oh my God. And then a 17-year-old German kid just shoots him. You're like, fuck. Damn it.
Oh, man. Luckiest
No,
man
no,
on
but you
earth
don't know what I
becomes
just
the
did.
unluckiest man. He's like, no, I gotta tell the story to somebody,
Yeah,
please.
you have to hear this story.
Dude.
Like, I don't care if you shoot me. I have to tell
Yeah.
you what just happened.
I need you to spread the word on this, bud. Good Lord.
Do you remember in Band of Brothers when he runs into... There's like, we have a platoon of Germans, Nazis, POWs, and we're like walking down the road. The 101st Airborne dudes are like walking down the road, and they're like, they shit talk the Nazi. They like say something smart to the Nazis, whatever. And then one of the Nazi dudes is just like, he's just like, yeah, go fuck your mother. And the dude turns around, he's like, excuse me? And
I think we talked about this.
yeah, and then they talk, and he's like, they're from the towns next to each other, somewhere in America. And the guy was like, yeah, when the very beginning of the war, they just asked like if any German Americans want to come back. And he was like, more of my family was here, so I came back. I was like, holy shit. And they're like, they're from the same place. They're like the same guy.
That's so nuts.
And then he walks away, and he just hears, ba, 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 ba. We just killed all of those dudes. It was like, and he was is crazy. He's like, after the war, man, he's like, look me up. I'll be in blah, blah, blah. I was like, oh, that's so sad.
Well, yeah, you're probably not going to be there, bud.
Sorry, one of us isn't going to be there.
Yeah, you chose the wrong side. Holy shit.
Yeah, well, he didn't have all the information at the time.
Yeah, probably not.
No. He was just like, my uncle lives there. I'll go
Yeah.
back. That's really...
How much of that is like...
A lot of guys probably did that. Of like, literally, my brother's in Berlin, so I'll just go, yeah, I'm not going to...
Yeah. I got to
oh,
go
that
help
would
out my
suck.
family. They're,
That's
like,
called-
imagine
Whoops.
you're a guy who doesn't read the newspaper. You don't really know
Right,
much
exactly.
about like
He's
the
just some
politics
idiot.
of it all was like not really top of mind. You were just like thinking about your family. Damn,
All he knows
dude.
is that his stupid liberal friend hates Hitler. So he's like...
He's like, I don't know. He can't be that bad, right? I don't know. Like, I don't really know much about politics, man. He's probably not that bad.
I don't really know that much about politics. Equals, whoopsie!
You're doomed to repeat it, baby.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Coincidences are cool. I just wrote down Kit Kats because did you read about that huge heist? I can't. I think it was in. I have to look it up. Oh, what's up, videotape?
Videotape in
Nice
the Netflix
shirt.
logo.
But they stole like 20 tons of Kit Kat bars in like Italy or something.
Oh,
Oh,
20 tons.
I now have 2 phones. Let me.
That is a
look up
heist.
Thieves steal 12 tons of Kit Kat bars from truck in Europe.
How?
where?
How?
Oh, okay, wait. Formula One Kit Kat bars. I don't know what that means. They just have a Formula One thing on them.
Yeah, you got to get those limited edition.
Italy. Okay, Nestle says 413,793 Kit Kat candy bars stolen en route from Italy to Poland. All right, question number 1. Why is it an odd number? What kind
Yeah.
of boxes do you guys use?
Yeah. I mean, they're like,
793.
we had to give the driver one because that's part of his contract. So
Right,
it would
driver-
have been 394.
The
blah,
driver
blah.
gets to open one box and nibble on a Kit Kat, so that accounts for one of them. So
Yeah.
So there were 413,794 Kit Kat
Yeah.
bars on that truck.
And still not a number that I love. Maybe they did. Maybe they gave away 7 of them because it would have been just such a nice even number. I don't know, but
Well,
so,
no, it took a week. It's en route for a week, and he gets 1 per day.
Oh,
And he was at the very end of his trip munching his final Kit Kat bar.
what? So what?
And then
is-
this truck driver obviously heisted this.
dude, he called his buddy. He was like, "Hey,
Yeah.
I'm on my 7th one of these. Okay, it's
These are
really
good.
good.
No, dude, that's
I need
exactly.
you to come and rob me. Just take my truck." Because that was my other question. How do you heist that many Kit Kat bars? Do you you're not gonna have like a couple of vans nearby to carry that much Kit Kat action? That's 12 tons of Kit Kats.
You're putting all your eggs in one basket.
You gotta rob the truck and keep them in the truck that you're robbing, right?
I would
like-
assume they took.
That's the easiest way to just, for continuity of goods, you just take the truck. But then if they're driving to Poland with it, then they're going to have to cross international borders, and that would be complicated. So they got to get a second truck that can fit that many Kit Kats in it. This is a major operation. I'm going to go Iran stole the Kit Kats.
Okay, so
That's
the
what this
truck-
war is about.
So the truck was stolen.
Okay.
I love. Okay, by the way, every news story is making all these jokes about it, and I don't see one thing of like, where's
Actual
the
information.
driver? Where's the driver? Like, they're like, if he, okay,
He was
this made-
executed.
yeah, exactly. Like, this headline made me upset. This is from The Guardian. How dare you, Guardian?
We're calling you out, Guardian. You're not guarding
Sugar.
shit.
Sugar. Wait. Chris has to blow his nose.
Sorry. Okay.
Or as I call it, do reverse cocaine. So the Guardian's headline is Sugar Heist. Sugar High. Parentheses. ST. Close parentheses.
That is, I mean, I love puns, but that is just the last pun I would have made here.
Sugar Heist. And the truck driver was brutally executed in the forest.
Oh,
I don't know what happened to the
poor
driver.
guy.
Dude, actually, so here's exactly what happened. This guy, the truck driver, was like, oh, cool, a rare Kit Kat. And they're not normally in Europe. He's some Italian man.
Yeah.
He's a fat Italian truck driver. And he,
Italians are skinny. It's the New York Italians. that
and he
are-
nibbles. Yeah, that's true. Most of them, but not all.
Not
and when they
all.
get fat, they like to get real fat. So he nibbles one, and he's like, "That's pretty good. That's pretty good." And then he's like, "All right, one more." They couldn't possibly notice one more will be missing. And then he nibbled another one, and then 3 days into his trip, he had eaten 1,000, and he was like, I can't show up there having eaten 1,000.
They'll
I have
know.
to make this truck disappear. And so he just ditched the truck, and he was like, oh, it got stolen.
Yeah,
'Cause
he
he
left
was
the keys
eating.
in it.
Yeah, it's just sitting somewhere, and he was like, he's so full of Kit Kats, and he's ashamed. This is all this is. Europe doesn't have this.
No,
What would you do with it?
I don't know, man. Look, the black market for hot Kit Kats. I don't know, man.
Yo, dog, you want a Kit Kat bar?
That's-
But I can.
hey,
You mean the
kid.
thing I can buy in that store right there?
Yeah. No. But I've got like 12 tons of them, baby.
Mine are way more expensive, baby.
Look, you can overpay for one of my Kit Kats, or
Buying one of
Yeah,
my
I
Kit
don't know.
Kats, I don't even know if it's illegal or not. It's such a stupid item.
this sounds like a story made up by the lamestream media.
Yeah,
okay,
dude. I'm telling you.
What is this? CNN?
I think George Soros stole these Kit Kats to distract everyone.
That's right.
Oh my
Ah, man.
right, mini. I just wrote down driving lady, and I don't know what that is.
I love that. You're jotting down notes that are so vague. You're like, driving lady. Where's that special lady driving?
Some comic told that story of like, I'm gonna smoke. Like they were like, I don't really do drugs, but they were like, I'm gonna smoke as much weed as I can, and then like write all of the thoughts down and like try to do some stand up that way. And they said they were like laughing their balls off and wrote in a notebook, and then the next day looked at it and the notebook said, "This is funny." What I'm thinking of is fucking hilarious.
Dude, this is funny.
is
I have a couple notebooks that are like that.
Yeah, me too.
When I used to smoke some weed, I definitely was like, dude, this is a great idea. Check this out. I would I would write that down before I would write down my idea. I'd be like, oh my God, check this out. This is so funny. Like just stream of consciousness, writing dumb guy talk.
That's pretty much what I did at the show last night. I did a
Oh
monologue.
yeah, what'd you do?
So I did a monologue.
Do it right
where
now from top to bottom. Just go to do
Hi.
the whole thing. No.
Yeah, that's a good 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I introduced myself. That was the whole monologue.
The
Was
whole
like-
bit.
was like, "Hey, nice to meet you. I'm Matt." Like it started like that, and then I wrote the craziest shit possible, and it was like, "Here's a little backstory about me," and then I wrote a story about growing up on the streets of England and eventually like being a stowaway, getting to America. I made up this insane story.
Yeah, you recounted the plot of Fievel. What is it?
Yeah. Five Goes West.
No, the first one. The
Adventure Hour. Mouse Adventure.
Mouse Stowaway
Mouse Boy.
Mouse
Boy Sails East.
Mouse.
I love that movie, Mouse Boy
Yeah,
Sails
dude,
East.
Mouse Boy Sails East is the shit.
That actually sounds like the name of a movie that would win 20 Oscars.
Mm-hmm.
Mouse Boy Sails East. It's a darling.
The critics love it. I don't know. Speaking of critics,
Oh, I was going to say one part of my thing
go.
that had to do with that was
Okay.
I stowed away. I was like, I stowed away aboard
An American Tale. Sorry, I just.
Yeah, you
Yes.
nailed it.
Yeah,
American
okay.
Tale. Thank you.
Okay.
I was like, I stowed away aboard a freighter ship bound for America, like Dracula aboard the Demeter. Just such a funny reference. And then I said, I was like, But unlike Dracula, I did not eat the crew every night, but I did eat their ham sandwiches out of the break room. And I was like, however, it did result in the deaths of 4 crew members as they turned on each other for pork theft. That was my fucking
That's pretty
silliness.
fucking good.
I just love calling myself, like, that reference just made me laugh so hard. Just like Dracula on board the Demeter. Like, so specific.
Yeah, that's like a special kind of nerd who remembers that. Like,
Yeah. That's
yeah,
my favorite.
The
That's the
Demeter.
best part of Dracula and Nosferatu is that, like, idea that he gets on board a ship. He mails himself in a box, and then at night on board the ship comes out and just eats somebody, and then goes back in, and then like a ghost ship washes up on shore, and it's like, holy shit, that's so frightening.
That is really pretty cool, pretty crazy.
It's like one paragraph in Dracula or something like that whole voyage, and it's like one of the creepiest parts.
That's awesome. Yeah, when you like, yeah, when an idea is that like all-consumingly weird and creepy that you don't even need to spend that much time on it. That's pretty insane.
Well, leave it up to the imagination of the
Bram Stoker?
No, of the reader.
Oh.
Leave it up to the imagination of Bram Stoker to fill in the blanks.
Is that who wrote the original? They say Bram Stoker's Dracula. But is
yes.
that it is?
But I'm not sure. I don't know who came up with the idea of vampires. I feel like it was that. Like it is Dracula, Bram Stoker. I'm pretty sure he did. But
well, it wasn't an old folktale first.
That's what I was thinking.
where
It's
they were
based
like,
on like a succubus or something.
You don't want like a fucking Dracula coming and getting you. You don't want no fucking Dracula just jumping out of the woods, kids.
I'm trying to walk home at night, and I know these damn Draculas come out of nowhere.
Dude, you got to get your Dracula spray. Make sure you adorn yourself liberally with your Dracula spray so these guys don't put their little teeth in your neck.
Does mace have garlic in it?
Mostly
pepper.
It's
garlic for taste.
It's a Dracula repellent / cooking spray. Spice. Just like,
Yeah. Pepper and garlic sounds delicious.
Needs garlic. It's one of my favorite scenes in Crocodile Dundee. There's this Aborigine guy who never speaks, and then he's like cooking something over there, and it's just like a throwaway line from Crocodile Dundee. He's like, "Yeah, how's the chicken?" or whatever. He's like, needs garlic. The little Aborigine guy's got a hardcore Australian accent.
Dude, I was just thinking of the was it Richard Pryor, dude? His bit about Dracula. If Dracula was in the hood creeping around. Oh my god, that bit is incredible.
Wasn't that turned into a movie, Blackula?
Yeah, kind of, basically. But it was just funny. It was just Richard Pryor just standing on the corner. It was just like just a black dude, just a random guy, and he's just like, "Hey man, why are you looking in them windows?" Like, it's so great. Dracula's just looking in windows.
Yeah, Dracula would not make it in the hood.
No. Oh, so great.
Hey, shout out to Ryan Coogler, Sinners.
Yeah.
Oscar winner.
Cougs.
Dracula.
Dracula. Yeah, he did he won on a vampire movie.
I feel bad that I haven't seen it, but
Ryan
a lot of fans
What?
apparently started ripping on him. They're like,
for what?
You plagiarized From Dusk Till Dawn.
I was just gonna say, dude, it's From Dusk Till Dawn.
People noticed
Very much
that.
so.
Yeah, they're like, it's
the
two
same.
brothers. They're trying to go straight from living a life of crime.
They get caught in a bar.
They get caught in a bar. It's they have to stay the whole night and survive and blah blah blah. Like all that stuff.
Yeah, the only difference is in From Dusk Till Dawn, they're locked in with the vampires that are the staff, and that's basically it. And it's like,
Yeah.
the whole staff is vampires in From Dusk Till Dawn, and every night they eat all the truckers that come through there.
Jesus.
Dude, that movie, and it's great. From Dusk Till Dawn is so good.
I've never seen it. I've only seen a little bit. No, I never
Dude,
watched
you
it.
should. It's great. It's so great because it's like 40 minutes. 40 minutes of From Dusk Till Dawn is just this really fun crime story that Quentin Tarantino wrote about two brothers like trying to get away from a bank robbery or whatever and like cross the border into Mexico. And it's like 40 minutes of that out of the blue is vampires. And it's crazy, like the turn in the film. You're just like, what?
Yeah.
Like if you don't know the plot, you would be like, what is going on? Because you like the movie already. It's interesting.
Yeah, it's really weird to hear you say that because I talked to a dude who was like, I don't get what all the hype is about Sinners. He saw this was last summer after they came out in the theaters.
I think
No.
Sinners is overhyped a little bit, personally.
But
I think technically it's beautiful and amazingly well made. But
yeah, I mean, having not seen it, I don't really have a dog in the fight yet. I still
it
want to see
really-
it.
It's a really good movie. But
Yeah,
one
and
battle
that's what
after
he
another
said. He
is
was like
superior.
the vampire stuff was almost a distraction from how good the story was before the vampire stuff started.
Yeah, I would
He
have
was
watched
like-
a story about these two brothers just kind of going back home and doing what,
Yeah, he was like, it was so
already-
good without that. Like, I was confused in the theater when I saw it.
That's a great point. And because it's like the KKK gets infected, it's like they're already the KKK.
No.
They're the bad guys already.
Yeah, they don't need to be.
No one's watching that movie going like, is the KKK bad? Like, they just,
Is it a heavy-handed metaphor that like hate?
Pretty.
Like
it's pretty. So this is my
ham-fisted?
Yeah, this is my whole thing about movies like that. It's like I don't really care if a movie's got like messages you can pull out of it and like lessons and things. Like all stories kind of do.
Yeah.
But yes, when it's ham-fisted of like they're bad, it's like, yeah, we know. I mean, I know. I would have liked to see the two brothers go back there and the KKK gets out of control and they have to fucking
Just
it would-
actually kill the KKK.
Yeah, it feels like that
Django
was
Unchained style. Like
that's what
killing
was
everything.
going to happen anyways. It felt like the movie was leading that way anyways.
Yeah.
But then it was like they did some interesting stuff with like the Irish guys being like there's a connection between the black characters and the Irish characters because they're both put down and they both have a connection to music, even though it's like very different music, but they connect on it. Like there's a lot of interesting stuff in it. Sinners is so polished. Like every frame of it, I don't think people have any idea. Like that movie is CGI. Like so much of the background and sky and everything.
Yeah. It's
It
very
is a
slick.
finely tuned film. It's not like some indie film. This is
Yeah.
like an $80 million or $100 million movie.
Yeah.
I don't know. Dude, you know what's incredible, or not? I mean, that's not a good segue. But I was saying, the movie that I thought could secretly like win out of nowhere was Train Dreams with Joel Edgerton. That movie about a guy in the 1800 or early 1900s just like cutting down trees for a train line. That movie was spectacularly good and beautiful, but it would never get the attention of people.
Huh. Yeah.
it's-
I've never seen it. I saw it nominated for some awards and stuff, but I never.
It's on Netflix. It's one of their originals.
Oh, okay.
But Joel Edgerton's awesome. I love that guy so
Yeah,
much.
he's really good.
He's a good director. He's a good writer, and he's a good actor. But he's
a real Renaissance man.
he is. But it's like Train Dreams is like this is a regular guy. Nothing important happens to him necessarily. It's a regular guy's life, and it's very impactful because that's like the point of the film. Of like, here's what a guy's life was like, and this film is like, oh, and here are like 3 of the most important things that happened to him, and that's it. That's his whole life, and you're like,
Yeah, your whole life can be summed up in just like a couple big events.
yeah, this dude was cutting down trees, and then he watched chainsaws get invented, and then was like, all right, a lot of us are just not gonna have jobs, and all right, I'm old now. Bye. It was just like, holy shit. But they're like, this is everyone's life back then. It was so impactful.
Yeah.
As a period piece, I thought way more than Sinners was. That's right. I think the vampires did take away from it. That's very interesting.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I've already heard too much, and my
you would watch
experience
it and
of it.
Like
Yeah,
you would
just
understand.
be like, oh, okay,
every,
cool.
Yeah, that's the thing too. It's like I get every part of this film and the message, and I understand it. Like, but one battle after another, I could watch a lot and be like, it's so complex. Like, who's right, who's good, who's smart, who's stupid. It's so good.
You know
like,
who I
is
saw?
flawed.
Oh God, it was so annoying. Adam Carolla of all people, he was shitting on one battle after another.
Of course he was.
He was like, "This woke shit," and I was just like,
"It's not." It
so
kind of
much
makes
that,
fun of it a lot. I think.
I
thought
agree, and I was just like, "It's that is not the message of the movie."
I don't think so.
It's part of the tone and the setting of the movie is that these guys are a revolutionary group.
Yeah.
These guys are the government. They are adversarial to each other. It doesn't take a position on either one. It's just showing what happens in the context of them. And like that is what drives like a lot of the story, but it's not I didn't see it explicitly as a promotion of a revolution at any kind.
It felt like the movie felt like it was equally making fun of the government and the revolutionary group for both just kind of being like, if you both just stopped like this, I don't know. Yeah. It was like, because they also did not get very specific on what their
exactly
their messaging was. It was like, we want freedom. We're a revolution group. It's like they kept it kind of vague.
Yeah, exactly.
It was more about
because it wasn't important to the story. It was about what happened to this family and to like
generational change.
Yeah,
it's
and like
about
what
the generations fighting.
Yeah, and I mean the bad guy getting like the full villain treatment where he like gets all of his dreams answered because of all of his horrible behavior, and it still wasn't good enough for the group he wanted to belong to. And it was just like that was the message.
Yeah,
was that
great.
like
and my favorite character?
Yeah,
like that should be everyone's favorite character.
He was great. God
so good.
Damn, so good.
Gets his face blown off. He's just so fucked up.
Yeah. He looks like a lizard man.
Burlers.
Yeah,
but it's been out long enough. Once it wins Best
go
Picture, guys,
see it. Yeah.
Once it wins Best Picture, we can talk about it.
Yeah. But
one
anyway,
of the nastiest car crashes I've ever seen on film, too.
Yeah.
When he flies off there, he gets shot in the face and fly off a road going like 80. It's like, holy shit, it looks crazy.
Yeah, when he got up and walked away, like you're just like, what?
His face is
He's
like
been gone out of the
off.
movie for like 20 minutes, and
that's great.
But yeah, a lot of good stuff in there. Very fun. Definitely not woke. It was just a good story.
Yeah, it's not woke. And honestly, it felt like our generation making fun of the more woke people. That's like DiCaprio yelling at the guy on the phone made me so happy.
Yeah.
He's just like,
he's like, you fucking dumb. What kind of revolutionary are you?
Yeah, it's like, I'm making you feel uncomfortable. It's like, this is a goddamn phone call.
It's a phone call. No, it was, Don't worry. Adam Carolla turned it off well before that, just because he was like, "Oh, what? They're trying to free Mexicans at the border." He's like, it shut him down. He couldn't handle it mentally or emotionally. It's like, dude, it's not about that, bro.
Right. But
anyway,
I had beefs with Sinners, but I watched the whole thing with an open mind.
Yeah.
But it's like, whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
Corolla. The thing is, Corolla used to be a conservative in this very, very he's like a super pragmatic guy.
Yeah.
And the problem is the party kept moving to Crazyville, and he stayed on board, and it was like, bro, stay where you are.
Nutty.
Stay where you are. Hate both sides. That's fine, but
Yeah.
stay right where you're at.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Speaking of like all of this people's perception of movies. This is about TV. The Breaking Bad's episode Ozymandias
Okay.
was
Which episode was
the
that?
highest the highest rated show on IMDb. Individual TV show.
Is that the last episode?
Yes, the series finale. They were like,
Okay.
this is the best episode of TV ever made. It was
Okay.
highly rated.
Sure. It was great for the whole season. Or the whole show is a great
Yeah.
wrap up.
For the last 13 years, Ozymandias had a perfect 10 out of 10 score. Everybody who watched the series and saw that episode, they gave it a 10 out of 10.
Right. The greatest show ever made's finale. Yeah.
Yeah. So in February, so like a month ago,
no.
it got unseated.
Oh, no.
It slipped down to 9th place overall because people started sandbagging it.
Why?
Well, remember
There are
that
not.
show about with the where I was laughingly explained to you the opening scene where the knight just like sprays shit everywhere?
Oh, yeah.
It's the Game of Thrones
show.
spin-off called Knight of the Seven Kingdoms.
What?
Well, so
What?
that in February, the 5th episode of that show came out, and people really liked it, and to the point where it was about to be higher rated than Ozymandias, the episode of Breaking Bad. But Breaking Bad fans responded to it getting close by review bombing the show.
Oh, no.
And then
Why
it
are they
started
fighting?
a popularity contest of review bombing these two episodes of the show, of these two different shows that are
Over
13 years
ranking
apart.
That
Over a rating
ostensibly
that does not matter.
means nothing.
Objectively, it doesn't fucking matter. But
Amazon owns IMDb.
yeah, well, I mean, yeah. Think about the mentality of these people who are
Yeah,
just
who
like,
cares? Either way.
my favorite show can't possibly ever be. Like people can't love their favorite show more than I love my favorite show.
I didn't know we were competing these shows. I didn't know they were
it's
fighting.
like
Oh shit!
people need to just whatever.
Let's just settle this right now. By the way, Game of Thrones is not as good as Breaking Bad. All right, let's move on.
Yeah, we're done here.
We're settling this.
Yep.
but-
You heard it here first, folks. Breaking Bad is better.
This is not an opinion.
Although-
it's a fact.
Although I did watch the full season of Night of the Seven Kingdoms, and that episode was really
good.
fucking good.
I'm sure.
I mean, it's.
I'm sure it was.
They did a great job with that show. I wouldn't put it near Breaking Bad, but it was still great.
Sure. How do you
but
measure
any-
an
so they
episode
go-
anyways? It's crazy.
They say, anyway, congratulations to the real victor in this bloody little fight. Everyone's waiting. The final episode of 6 Feet Under, which is now IMDb's top-rated episode after
Great show.
they fucked each other. Both
Oh,
of
that's
them
awesome.
missed out, and then 6 Feet Under is the highest rated again.
Shout out to my friend Jeremy Sisto. What's up, boy?
Jeremy, we
He's
got
in
you,
that.
bro.
Yeah, bro. He's in 6 Feet Under. That's a good show. That's a
Dude,
really good show.
yeah, it's a good show. I didn't watch most of it. I saw a couple episodes. It was like, yeah, this is cool. I could get into this, but then didn't.
Hey, we gotta go because we have a guest waiting for our next week's episode.
Oh, okie dokie.
Yeah, donks.
Donkerinos.
All right.
See you on the flip.
Love you guys. Double dip.
Double dip on the flip. Got to double dip on the flip. Flip, flip.
Why Would you rather do instead? We're all dead.